Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep in the heart of the forest, there lived 13 sisters. They were known throughout the land for their beauty and grace, but also for their mysterious ways. The sisters were said to possess powerful magic, passed down through generations of their family. They were often seen wandering through the cemetery at night, whispering strange incantations and performing rituals that sent shivers down the spines of the villagers. One fateful night, a young man from the village disappeared without a trace. His body was found the next morning in the cemetery, his head severed from his body and hanging upside down from a tree. The ground was stained with his blood, and his mouth was open in a silent scream. The villagers were horrified and demanded justice for the young man's death. The sisters were the prime suspects, but they insisted they were innocent, and claimed they had been praying for the young man's soul when he was killed. As the days passed, more bodies turned up in the cemetery, each one more gruesome than the last. Guts were ripped out, hearts were torn from chests, and the skies above the village grew darker and darker, raining blood upon the earth. The sisters continued their rituals, their hands stained with the blood of the dead. The villagers grew more and more afraid, convinced that the sisters were somehow responsible for the deaths. One by one the sisters began to fall ill, their bodies wasting away before their eyes. As they lay on their deathbeds they confessed to the murders, claiming that they had been possessed by a dark force that had forced them to commit the heinous acts. But as they drew their last breaths, a twist of fate occurred. The youngest sister, who had been silent throughout the ordeal, suddenly stood up and revealed the truth. She had been the one behind the murders all along, using her sisters as pawns in her twisted game. She had made a deal with a demon to gain power, and in return, she had to sacrifice the lives of the innocent. The villagers were shocked and horrified, but before they could react, the youngest sister's body convulsed and her guts spilled out onto the floor. In her dying breath, she whispered a prayer for forgiveness, and the skies cleared, the rain of blood ceasing. The death of their beloved sisters weighed heavily on the remaining 12, and they vowed to never again dabble in dark magic. The village returned to peace, but the memory of the sisters and their gruesome deeds would haunt them forever. And so it was, that in the end, the unexpected twist of fate brought about the downfall of the 13 sisters, leaving behind only a legacy of sorrow and regret. Please like and subscribe.